Hello, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome to episode 74 of Raise the Halt. Now, this is, of course, a big episode. We've got the chance for revenge against Paris Saint-Germain, who beat us in the Champions League final last year. This year, we've got them in the quarterfinals. This episode, we're going to take them on over two legs and hopefully get revenge and knock them out. But let's quickly review what's happened since last episode. We had that disappointing 1-1 draw with Middlesbrough to finish with. Then we went and played Watford, and as you can see here, it was a comfortable win. It was a really good performance. The only downside to come out of this, and it was quite a downside, was Stemenkovic got injured for 3 or 4 weeks. So he's actually out of at least the first leg of the quarterfinal, most likely both. So that's a big loss. But you can see it was Cameron got 2 goals for us, Dele Alli and Wilson with the other 2. So that was a really, really good performance. Then we hosted Chelsea again. Really, really good performance. There was a sloppy goal at the end. You can see we were 2-0 up. Dele Alli again and James Wilson again put us 2-0 up. Then we gave away a bit of a sloppy goal, made it a little bit nervous at the end, but we held on and got a good 2-1 win. And then we played Huddersfield, and this was dominant. It's the only word for it. 5-0. James Wilson with a hat-trick. Cameron got a goal, as did Joey Joyce. And yeah, that was done and dusted. Really good performance. Look at those match ratings. Absolutely phenomenal. So let's have a look at what that's done to the league table. You can see we are top. Manchester United's had a bit of a slip-up, as have Arsenal. We've played an extra game, but 5 points ahead of United, 6 ahead of Arsenal. Even if they win those games in hand, then it's still in our hands. We are still going to be at least 2 points up on United, 3 on Arsenal. And of course, as you can see, the gap down to 5th has exploded. Leicester City, same amount of games. They have 5 to play. We have 5 to play. And the gap is 12 points. I'm willing to say, 13 points. 13 points. But I'm willing to say that we are guaranteed of being in the Champions League next year. It's just a matter of if we can defend our league title. Now, of course, all those goals from the in-between episodes there, they'll be on Goals of the Month, which won't actually be the end of this episode. It'll be the end of next episode. So be sure to keep an eye out for those. There is quite a few good ones. But first things first, this is the team for Paris. The first leg, we're going to go for them. It's away. We need away goals. So it's Golini in goals. We're going to have Van Drongelen, Magnanelli, and Kone out wide. Ben Davies and Bree comes in for Stemenkovic. Bree's done okay in the games since Stemenkovic got injured. So cautiously optimistic he'll be able to do a job for us. Lima and Luis Felipe as a deep-blowing playmaker. Ali, Cameron, and Wilson up top. A little bit, as we said in previous episodes, a little bit hamstrung up front because Gonzalez has an injury, but Cameron, as we've seen, has knocked in a few goals. So hopefully he'll be able to continue his form here. Come on. Icardi, Neymar, Mbappe. Not a bad front trio, is it? So we're going to have our work cut out for us here. I think at calm, we have nothing to lose. There may be some passionate, we have faiths. We're going to need away goals, aren't we? With a front three like that, I just don't see how we're going to keep a clean sheet at home. All right, come on, boys. Let's see what we can do here. I just, last year in the final, we sat back and we did okay. It was a tight game, but ultimately we still lost. Ben Davies has got past his man nicely there. Can we get an early goal? This would be a wonderful start. Cameron knows. Fallen, headed clear by Icardi. If we're going to go out, we want to go down with a bit of a swing, don't we? We don't want to sort of bow down, do like a United against Seville over 2 legs and just end up disappointed, basically, not just in going out, but in the manner of it. I wonder if Stemenkovic is going to be a big miss, because you think if we had him on Neymar, his pace will get him out of some trouble, whereas James Bree is a solid, sort of what you call a solid Premier League player, but lucky there. Neymar will eat solid Premier League players for breakfast, doesn't he? Give him a concentrate. Hasn't been awful, though they are beginning to get more and more of the ball. We've had a shot on target, so that's not bad. Another concentrate. Yeah, if this was a home leg, I'd say that the longer we keep this to 0-0, the better. But yeah, I think we're going to need to get an away goal. Can we win that back? We can. Well done, Dele Alli. And it's maybe in hindsight we would have been better off with the first leg at Villa Park. Just Golini, what are you doing? Oh, my heart. If the first leg had been at Villa Park, maybe in hindsight we could have just looked to keep it really, really tight, and then come to Paris and try and get a goal. But maybe this way doesn't really suit us because we know we do need to try and score. Oh, it's a wonderful pass. Golini, made up for that initial error, hasn't he there? It's a wonderful save. Mbappe's just running rings around us. Kessie, back to Mbappe. Sergi, is that where you pronounce that? Icardi, Magnanelli's got a foot in and cleared it. Time for another concentrate. Is it time for it to demand more? Let's just try and get to half time if we can. If we get to half time, hopefully at 0-0, they're just starting to just come over the top of us, aren't they? Ben Davies just made a lot of mistakes. There might be an assertive, we're not happy if we can. Can we just get into half time? I'd be so happy. 0-0. Okay, I think it might be an assertive, we're not happy. Match ratings aren't great. And then, not that I necessarily think that we're not playing that well. I'm quite satisfied with how the game is going, but just to try and get something out of them, get a little bit more for the second half. All right, so Neymar is off. That's interesting. They brought an elite winger on, which means they haven't really lost anything. But, that's someone... we've seen off Neymar, so that's got to be worth something, doesn't it? Or Ousmane Dembele. So, yeah, they've just got a little bit more pace on, more than likely. Yeah, they've lost nothing. Let's not worry about them. Looking motivated, though. Paris is looking nervous. Let's give them an encourage. See how fullbacks, wingers, whatever you want to call them, they're not playing good, are they? I think we're looking motivated. I'm thinking maybe demand more. I'm not going to go so bold as to say push forward. All right. Can we throw this to a teammate? We can. Wilson gets the ball across for Cameron. Can he look at the space breathing out there? Lima's got the ball. Look at the space. Look at the space. Look at the space. Go on, Felipe. Look at the space. Oh my gosh, the space. There it is. Bree. Can he find a cross into the box? Come on, look at the space. Oh, if the cross was better, we had a tap in. Now, was that the highlight, or are we about to get counter-attacked? It's not really a counter-attack. It would just be a Paris get the ball and score. Breeze won the ball. Couldn't quite find a teammate. And now you wonder if this is it. Oh, we've just let him go straight down the outside. Come on, Ben Davies. He's there. Yes. No, not quite with the tackle. That should be a Golini. Oh, what is it? It's got to be a foul, isn't it? Surely. I think the linesman stood still. I think it is disallowed. Okay. Push on the goalkeeper. It certainly looked like that, but you never know. All right, Breeze knocked it on. All right, can we win this back? No, they're just going to build and come again, aren't they? Ousmane Dembele. Ricochet, it's just fallen back to them, though. We have left a fullback, one of our strikers, across the back post. Bree heads it clear. Maybe would have been better off just putting that out for a corner. Comes back in. That should be Golini's. It is. This is a long, rambling highlight that hasn't really led to much as yet. Van Drongelen. We've got a ball down to Ben Davies. Cuts inside nicely. Ball to Dele Alli outside of the foot. Over the top for Wilson. Oh, come on, Wilson. Come on, Wilson. Go on, son. Oh, unlucky. Should have been a goal. But we put it on target. Can we get something from the corner? Davies has gone out. It's going to be Dele Alli. Can he put his foot through one? It's blocked. It's well blocked, you'd have to say. How are we going to get counted? Oh, Dembele's got pace. If he's got Mbappe on the other side. How's that for wingers? Dembele and Mbappe. We've cut that out, though. Another corner. Come on, Villa. Can we find something from this one? Dele Alli. Come on, Dele Alli. Go on, son. Go on, son. It's fallen down. Outside. Oh. It probably was, wasn't it? It probably was. I'll have to have a look when I go back and edit it to see if that was actually offside. Let's push forward. Let's come on, boys. We're motivated. We're going okay here. Can we get an away goal? Come on. Oh, Wilson's picked up a knock. Luis Felipe from the free kick. He knocks it in. It's headed clear. It's still there for us. What can we do? Ben Davies, just keep the ball here into Bree. Bree knocks it up for Cameron. He can't get onto that. Magnanelli's there. He's found Cameron. Oh, we've really stuck in this game. It would be so satisfying if we could nick something, but we don't want to go and concede. Not now. Oh, we've done so well. Icardi's in. Mbappe's got to score. Oh, we've missed. But I think we've maybe earned that little bit of luck. But we've lost Felipe. All right, Joyce is decent enough. He is a bit of a poor man's Felipe. Faith. We've probably lost Wilson for the second leg. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. It's full time. 0-0 in Paris. Not the worst. I do worry there is no own goals. There is no, let's go unlucky. No away goals. That does worry me a little bit. Well, Juventus has absolutely blown Real Madrid away, haven't they? Let's see what that Wilson injury is. That chance that Wilson missed, that was probably it before it wasn't as Felipe, 6-7 weeks. That's almost his season, isn't it? That's not good. Wilson, 1 or 2 days. So he'll be back for the second leg. Yeah, Felipe's done, though. So after ever thinking about that, we have Patrick Roberts. We can maybe bring Dele Alli and drop deeper. We'll play with that around. I'm just going to play through the Southampton game. We'll be back for the second leg. And it's all to play for, so whatever you do, don't go away. Okay, here we go. You can see Paris are the favourites. We're in excellent form. It's the hope that kills you, isn't it? Before we get on with this, we've got a few things to catch you up on in between games here. You can see we played Southampton. We got a really good win, actually. Callum Mosley with 2 goals. We had the chance to rest in pretty much the entire starting 11. We played Golini, but otherwise, all the outfield players were none of the players that will be playing in this game. So it was really, really good. The Boob actually linked up twice with Callum Mosley, and yeah, it was really, really good. A few other bits and bobs to catch up on here. Callum Mosley, speak of the devil, new 5-year deal for him, so that's wonderful stuff. But the under-18s, look at this, into the Champions League, under-19s Champions League final. 5-4 on penalties, they beat CSKA Moscow. So our under-19s are in the final of the European Cup. Let's hope we can maybe go one step further here and join them. So this is the team we're going with, more or less the same. If you remember, we've lost Luis Felipe for the foreseeable future. So a few changes in midfield, but Golini and goal, Van Drongelen, Magnanelli, Kone, Davies and Bree down the wings. Lima, we're dropping Ali back into midfield. It was a box-to-box to bring Paddy Roberts in to play in behind Cameron and Wilson. 0-0 on the first leg. We're going to need at least a goal to progress here. We can't really afford to concede. What could possibly go wrong? So we see it's the same holy trinity for them up top, Icardi, Neymar and Mbappe. Can we keep them out 2 games in a row? It is going to be asking a lot, isn't it? Pick up where they left off. I'm going to say go out and enjoy yourselves. Calmly, go out and enjoy yourselves. Then a bit of passion, go and we have faith. I should say, too, with that win over Southampton, we've guaranteed ourselves Champions League football for next season. And that wasn't really in doubt, but that is now a mathematical certainty, which is good. A little bit of pressure off ahead of this game. All right, how are your nerves, everybody? I really, really want this. I really, really, really want this. So we're essentially going similar sort of tactics to last game. We're trying to play wide, push up, get at them, not let them, hopefully, settle too much. It's not going to be easy, is it? We don't want to concede an early goal. That if there's one thing we don't want to do, it's be trying to chase this early. It's a good ball up there for Wilson. Infield to Paddy Roberts. What can we do here? Over the top. Cameron, can he hold it up? He can. We're building up. Okay, we'll take that. Kone got a ball in here. Kone's got some interest in you from Barcelona as well, which is Nice for him. It's for Cameron. Goal, Cameron. Goal! It's a little looped ball in from Bree. Cameron has looped the ball over the goalkeeper's head. We're 1-0 up. This, if we keep a clean sheet, now look at that header over the oncoming keeper. That's a really nice finish from Jordan Cameron. Has the Aussie put us into the semi-finals? Let's not get carried away. But we are on top in the tie. We're up 1-0. Of course, an away goal changes everything, so we cannot afford to get carried away here. But let's get a little bit excited. It's the hope that kills you, as they say. But let's just maybe get a little bit excited. Let's give him a concentrate. It's as much danger as the manager as the players. All right. Bree, can he find a teammate from the throw? He can. Cameron back to Bree. Knocks it in again to the back post. There's no one there. Paris clear. Mbappe has the ball. Wouldn't be bad if we could maybe have a dive, Mbappe. Get yourself sent off. Lima, what a tackle that is. Can we launch a counter-attack on the back of that wonderful tackle? Dele Alli running at the defence. Look at the space Bree's in once again. He finds him. Can Bree find Cameron again? He's got space for a cross. He's knocked it in. It's easy for the keeper. Too close. But that is promising. What a tackle that was from Conrad Lima. All right, ball goes up. The highlight continues. Can we win it back again? It doesn't look like we can. Neymar back to Kessie. Can we get in there? We can. What a tackle from Ben Davies. Robs Mbappe. Can we launch a counter-attack once more? Wilson running at the back line, across for Cameron. Shoots! Whoa! What a goal that would have been off the crossbar. That would have been another one of our goal of the season contenders, and we've had a few absolute belters this season. I'm really looking forward to putting together our goal of the season, because the top four are going to be phenomenal, but I tell you what, even our honourable mentions are going to be quite something this season. Dele Alli nicks in, gets the ball. He's running at the defence. Can he find Bree? He's in acres of space once again. Look, we've got space in here. It's in there for Wilson. It's clear. Dele Alli, he can't win the ball, but Bree should be able to get that. He can. In for Lima. Back out for Dele Alli. Nice ball in for Cameron. For Andy Roberts. Goal! That's two. Is the upset on? Can we knock the defending champions out of the Champions League? Look at this build-up play. Wonderful ball. Was that a pass from Cameron, or did he just let it run? Was it a tackle? I'm not really sure, but it doesn't matter how it got there. It fell to Patrick Roberts' feet, and he has tucked it away. So that's 2-0. It gives us a little bit of breathing space in terms of away goals as well. Oh, the nerves start to set in now, though, don't they? Let's give it a concentrate. I don't want to change too much, though I am wondering if in the second half we take it off attack and just go back to control. But what a wonderful performance that has been. 2-0 up. I think we've got to go with an assertive, don't let your performance levels drop. There's a couple of guys here we just might say you haven't been good enough. Conrad Lima has been fine. We'll just give him, there's more to come from him. We'll give Wilson, again, not good enough. Anybody else here? 6-7 for Ben Davies. Not happy with him. And Van Drongelen as well, 6-7. And again with Kone. It's maybe a little harsh, but I think we can do a little bit better there. And I think we might just drop from attack into control. We don't want to invite them onto us, but I do think we can afford just maybe not to pour forward in quite the same numbers. Ben Davies, we're finding so much space out wide. It's unbelievable. Now, we do expect a reaction from them here, of course, as well, don't we? They're not going to go down without a fight. They are the defending champions. Man for man, they might even be a better team than us. They have some wonderful players, don't they? I mean, even McKennie in midfield is someone that we've looked to scout, and we just cannot afford to get him out of Paris. But as a defensive ball-winning midfielder, he is absolutely world-class as well. It's not just the front three they have going for them. All right, Wilson, look at the space again. Now, fullback. Can we get a good cross in? Ben Davies, he knocks it in. Cameron's there, off the crossbar again. Cameron should have scored that, though. The first half one was a wonderful strike. That that was a bit of a sitter, and he should have scored. And you think at 3-0, that probably was it. Bree Dele Alli, come on, boys. Oh, the closer we get, the more my heart is just beating in my throat. Once again, Ben Davies in space for Jordan Cameron. Oh, that's surely it. Surely that is it now. 3-0. Again, the fullbacks in just so much space. I can't believe Paris haven't made a change for that. And Jordan Cameron, what a header that is. Getting in between the two central defenders and knocking it home. We don't have anybody on yellow cards, so we don't have to necessarily worry about sending offs. Roberts knocks it in. It's cleared. We should be able to get that though. Breeze there. Can he get into some space wide? Paddy Roberts. Can he get a ball back across? Wilson, surely 4-0. This is the European defending champions, and I tell you what, we are absolutely dismantling them. They're letting us do it in wide spaces, though. I mean, again, look at the space, wide and in behind them. Wilson with the tap in, that's 4-0, and let's make some changes. We need to start resting players here. We've got a semi-final to look forward to. So I think let's give Callum Mosley a run out in the Champions League. We'll give James Wilson a bit of a rest. Conrad Lima, I'm wondering if we should. We'll just do Callum Mosley for now. See more of the same from him. He got his 2 goals last game against Southampton, so it would be nice to see him possibly knock in one against the defending European champions. That wouldn't be a bad effort, would it? James Bree, he's gone past his man. He's getting there down to 10 as well. This is turning into a little bit of a fairy tale, isn't it? I honestly cannot believe the space that they have given us out wide. Let me know what you think in the comments. We didn't have this in the first leg. They've just absolutely gifted us this second game. I mean, if I really, really want to be what's the word? A credit whore, for lack of a better term. I could maybe try and claim it, but I just think that they've given us so much space in those wide areas that I'm lost for words a little bit here. Let's just say there's no pressure. The Boob and Doyle Hayes can go out and have a little bit of fun. We're 4-0 up. They're down to 10. There's only minutes to go. If you have enjoyed this, do give me a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe. We have a Champions League semi-final to look forward to here. Can we cap it off with 5? That would be a little bit rude of us, wouldn't it? There it is. What a performance. 4-0 over Paris Saint-Germain, the defending European champions. If only we could have done that in the final last year when they beat us, but we will take that and run. That is absolutely, absolutely fabulous. And Real Madrid is look at that 9-8 on aggregate. Real Madrid has absolutely dismantled Juventus in the second leg as well. It's taken a bit of shine off us, hasn't it, actually? A little bit annoyed about that. But there it is. So what we'll do, before we end the episode, we'll come back for the draw to see who we get in the semi-finals. All right, so here's the draw. We have Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, or Real Madrid. Now, we know last season we beat Real Madrid in the group stage. We knocked Arsenal out in this stage in the semi-finals. We haven't played Atletico Madrid yet, so maybe we'd like them. I think, are they the softest option? That's hard to say, isn't it, at this point? See who we get here. Okay, so Villa it is, and it's Arsenal again, and then it's a Madrid derby. Well, that's probably a good one for the neutral in a lot of ways, isn't it? But I hate when you play countries from the same nation. It's going to be England, and it's going to be Spain in the final. It's just a matter of who it is. Oh, hopefully it'll be us. Can we do Arsenal again? But that's it for this episode, so thank you very much for watching. This season is rapidly approaching an end, isn't it? So what we'll do is we'll come back next time, so we'll have Leicester in the league, Arsenal in the first leg at home of the Champions League. Then Sunday we'll have Wednesday in the league, Arsenal in the second leg of the Champions League. Then this time next week, the season will come to an end. We'll have the last game of the league against Manchester City and hopefully another Champions League final. That's it, as I said. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Aussie Villa, and we'll catch you next time for a Champions League semi-final. Take care.